YouTube, it's your boy Jay. Now, this is another one, a late night rant video. That's my first, but anyway. But I just watched clips from the Not To Know Ties Eyes English dub for season 2. I'm not even sure it's on Netflix yet, but as an anime sub fan, I can't even agree with that dub, man. I mean, as far as voice acting goes, Bryce is still Bryce. But as far as voice acting goes, the introduction of Escador, and it's mainly might have a problem to do with reading the manga and we're watching the subs and knowing the line that he's supposed to say and knowing how he's supposed to introduce, himself. The English dub dropped the ball on that one completely. And if nobody catches it, I mean, it must just be me who gets triggered by that. But in the English sub and in the manga, Escador's introduction, he states took a line about the battle axe, Divine Axe Rita. He states, this is a battle axe named after a maiden who was beloved by the sun. Rita is the name of a maiden who was beloved by the sun. Therefore, the sacred treasure was given the name Divine Axe Rita. In the English dub of the Not To Know Ties Eyes, the 7 Deadly Sins Season 2, Escador's introduction, he says, this is a battle axe adorned by the sun named after a maiden. Now, some of you might think, well, Jay, how is that, cringeworthy in your books? Don't you want to hear some shit right? Especially if you're trying to give the dub a chance. I want shit said right. Another example is the death scene of Meliodas. When, spoiler alert, Estarossa kills Meliodas, the name of his technique in the manga and in the sub is called Rebellion. But in the Japanese, in their culture, I don't want to say culture, but throughout the language of Japanese, from what I've heard, the R sound isn't really, a part of their language. So, and a good example of this is like in Dragon Ball Z. Because when I found out that Krillin's name in Japanese is Kuririn, I was confused and like, hell. Because I didn't know. Because I'm used to saying Krillin, not Kuririn. Excuse my stuttering. But yeah. So the name of his technique, the name of Esterossa's technique is called Rebellion. In the Japanese dub, English sub, Rebellion. It's got a Rebellion sound. The English dub had one freaking job. The only job you had to do was say the right name. Look at the sub, look at the manga, and say the right name. The English dub says Rebellion. Or Liberian. They don't say Rebellion. And I'm like, and I watched it 2 or 3 times, and every time I watch it, I cringe so much because first off, Esther Rosa's voice actor in the English dub. Well, not his voice actor. His voice, their choice of voice for Esther Rosa in the dub. I would have traded it out with Zeldaris. You feel me? Because if you hear Zeldaris in the dub, his voice is deeper than Esther Rosa. I would change that out and, you know, put Esther Rosa's voice deeper than Zeldaris, since Esther Rosa is taller. He's supposed to be older, the older brother. You know. But you know, Escanor's voice choice, I wish was a little deeper. I do hope that as the series progresses and they go deeper into the story, that his voice choice wasn't, you know, a mistake, because there are parts in Taizai where you kind of when you read the manga, you kind of imagine Escanor's voice being like baseline deep, like, because of how bulky, and you know, it's just that one example. You feel me? It's just that one example. But their choice of voices, I can get past that. But how they just go about just that, those are just 2 examples. And those are just clips. Like I said, I haven't watched the full season of the dub. I probably will, because I'm a Taizai fan. So, you know, I watched all of season 1 in the dub and sub, so I gotta watch season 2 dub and sub. But I probably will review this further, but just those 2 examples are cringy to me. Divine Axe Rita is a battle axe bearing the name of a maiden who was beloved by the sun. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what, you know, the subs say and the manga say. So to say it's a battle axe adorned by the sun named after a maiden, that has, to me, it has no meaning to it. It's an axe that was loved by the sun, which is weird in itself. That has the name of it. If you break it down like that, it really makes no sense. That's why that one is really bothering me. And Esther Rosa, choice of word, man. You had one word, and it was not a difficult word. Liberia. All he had to say was rebellion. That was it. I guess they wanted to make it, you know, I don't know, man. That was I'm a Taizai fan, and I'm gonna watch the dub. I just hope it's not a lot of cringy stuff. I know I am gonna watch the Esther Rosa versus Escanor fight dub, because I do have a clip for that. If you already started watching Nanatsu no Taizai season 2, how you feeling about it? If you're anime only, how you feeling about it? If you're a manga fan, how you really feeling about it? Let me know something, man. Jay out.